I'm Detective Fithen. Where's this guy?
I received a call asking if I could come in and interview a suspect that the patrol division had just arrested. No one could figure out what Mr. Wells was up to. We were in total shock the night this happened as to what it turned out to be.
Youth, longevity, vibrance, their energy, their well-being is all transferred over in that fluid.
Robert Wells believes he's found the fountain of youth by drinking the urine of young men.
I believe that urine has certain substances to it that actually give me what I lack.
In Robert's case, this is an anxiety disorder with delusional beliefs where he believes that drinking urine will actually prevent him from aging, which is this irrational fear that he has.
Robert's delusional belief has created a decades-long addiction.
It began, I think, around 7 or 8 years old when one of my friends urinated into a frying pan out where we were playing, and it fascinated me. And I became more engrossed in it. After my friend had left, I smelled it, and then I tasted it. It started to become a more routine thing. I would find a way that they could urinate into something that I could later on come back and pick up. I was hiding it at all times. None of my friends ever found out. I never wanted anybody to know about it.
By high school, Robert appears to have outgrown his strange compulsion. He keeps it in check through college. After college, Robert starts a promising career as an interior design architect, but he struggles socially.
I was feeling more alone after college. I started to think about how the urine made me feel, and I thought, well, why not go out and try to get that feeling and get that youthful blast of energy that I was looking for.
Robert begins to search for places to get his urine fix. Public restrooms, where he knows there will be plenty of young men.
Maybe 10 to 15 urinals that I could collect a lot of it.
Robert goes to great lengths to avoid contact with the unwitting urine donors.
I would lay everything out, all the materials that I needed to do it correctly. In every attempt to collect urine, I always made sure I had some barrier so that there would be no connection or no physical contact or anything.
Robert's setup is simple. He turns off the water to the urinals and uses styrofoam cups.
I would set up cups in the urinals and try to capture as much as I could. Hid away in a remote area, and usually in a stall. They would urinate, they didn't know I was there.
As crude as it is, it works. The cups fill up. Robert becomes so obsessed, he begins collecting urine every day while trying to hold down a job.
It took over my life, basically. It would interfere with my duties, and I've actually lost jobs over it. I was addicted, I was an addict.
Robert uses his design skills to create a new method to capture urine. To implement his new scheme, Robert poses as a maintenance worker in a theme park restroom.
I told him that the toilets were not working. And instead of going to the toilet, they would go through that plastic sheet.
Wait, hold on.
In the back of my mind, I knew, going out and collecting urine is not morally correct.
I just went here earlier today.
Yes, I know, but they're broken now. Don't mind me, I'm just fixing some pipes under here.
But I ignored that in lieu of my desire to collect it and to consume it.
It doesn't take long for the plan to go completely awry.
Why's it taking so long?
When an impatient mother goes looking for her son,
His mother walked in, and that's when she saw me behind the screen. And I was just broken down to a point where I felt so bad about what I did, I didn't say anything.
Thanks, Dad.
Robert is charged as a child sex offender. When Robert is released from prison, he's 48 years old and a registered sex offender. And his fears of growing old resurface.
I gradually started to think I can get a little bit of urine to rejuvenate me.
You are all now prisoners of war.
Robert settles in for a long night. But he stays too long.
You gone over there, okay? All right. Man, you got a problem with her, man?
No, I'm not doing anything.
There's a guy in the restroom that's like peering out at everybody.
I received a call from the police department asking if I could come in and interview a suspect that the patrol division had just arrested. And they find in a stack of styrofoam cups. They found a screwdriver, like hand tools, so nobody at this point knew exactly what was going on.
Since there's no state law against collecting or consuming urine, Robert is charged only with criminal mischief.
I was probably arrested close to 20 times for this behavior.
In 2008, state lawmakers pass a new law specifically aimed at stopping Robert.